Hey, welcome back to the Signature Movement. It's your girl Tanya D. Floyd. I'm winding down for the day, but I wanted to share a couple of um, customer service slash business tips that have come up a few times this week. Here it is Thursday, and I've already had this conversation 2, maybe 3 times, but in different ways. So anyway, the point is, um, missing out on business because you're out working in your business instead of working on it at a particular time is not necessarily missing out. Let me tell you why. So the topic came up because I was speaking to a guy who was asking about, ideas for a solution for missing phone calls. I'm out working and people are calling me during the day while I'm out working on this job, and I don't have the time to answer their questions or get back with them, in a reasonable period of time, like, in a few minutes or an hour or whatever. And it's really bothering me that my phone just keeps ringing, and I can't get to it. And I don't really have the money right now to hire somebody to do just that. First of all, that'd be a waste of money. Let me tell you why. Most of the time your phone rings, your business phone line, it's spam or it's some service trying to get you to pay for them to do something that you didn't go looking for them to do, but you could probably find a reason to pay for it if you had the money to do it, because it sounds like a great thing for my business, right? No, it's a waste of money. Don't do that either. Just stop all that. Pause right there. Here's the thing. If you don't have time to stop doing all the work that you have already converted into actual, jobs that are paying you, and answer the questions of the people who haven't invested anything in anything yet, you ain't missing nothing. You already working, which means you're already getting paid, which means whatever you didn't get wasn't for you no way. I'm gonna let you think about that for a second, and I'm gonna need you to wrap your head around it. If they can't leave a message and allow you 4 to 24 hours to get back with them about whatever their question might have been, they ain't really want to do business with you anyway. Let that go. Think it through. Let me tell you how I know. I got a separate phone line I call the cake phone, because it used to be I only sold cakes, and that was my other business when I wasn't on my full-time job, right? So the cake phone collected all the texts and the voicemails and the this and that, so I could get back with people later about their cake order, because clearly they needed to speak to me about something that was way important, because the way my website and my store have always been set up was so straightforward. The description is there, the list of choices is there, the price is there, the link is there for you to click it and pay, and I'll get your order and start working on it. Everything you need is right there on my website. Always has been. Never needed to ask me nothing about what the cake looked like. It's pictures, how many layers, the good description. I made all of it available for you right there. You want anything from me, it's right there. If you got to ask me something or talk to me, you probably trying to get me to do a little bit more than I already advertised for that price, or you trying to get something that's not advertised, which means I don't really do that. That's not my service. That's not what I provide. So if I speak to you, it's because, it's a courtesy, and because I like to be professional, and sometimes, things don't fit into the mold. So if we could just talk about allergies or something like that, then, I'll give you a minute to get back with me. If it's that, then fine. But most of the time, it's not that. Most of the time, people are trying to get over in some kind of way. Let me tell you about this time on Facebook Messenger. So my store is also, my site is also connected to Facebook Messenger. So if you go to my website, you can send me a message right from that page that you're on and say, hey, got a question for you. Oh, and then to make it even sweeter, when I set up my Facebook Messenger that way, it has like most popular questions and the answers to those questions. And it has a message that says, hey, I see you left us a message. We'll get back with you within 24 hours because we doing things, right? It's a business, right? I should be able to do that, right? Right. I mean, surely you understand that I'm working. So I can't just be answering the phone all day, every day. And if you're a reasonable person who I might be able to work with, then you'll give me that opportunity to get back with you. But if you're not a reasonable person, do I really want to be working with you anyway? No. All money ain't good money. I don't need that. I'm not chasing that. If you want to work with me, I will work with you. But anyway, Facebook Messenger. Everything's set up. In order to get to the Facebook Messenger, you either had to come through my website or you had to happen upon one of my pages and say, let me click this message button. But still, information everywhere, all over the page. So when you get through all of that to send me a Facebook message and say, I know you closed on Monday, but my brother's birthday is tomorrow. And I really wanted to get him a delivery. A, you know that's out of the ordinary. B, look, A, B, 1, 2. A, B, you know you asking me for something that should cost you extra. And C, you know I ain't gotta do it, right? So, it's already some crap. And I'm irritated because you sent me the message to say that. But okay, it's Monday, and that's my administrative day for my baking situation. So I'm going to do administrative stuff like answer questions. Fine. Your brother's birthday, and I want to order some cupcakes, but what? I want an assortment. I don't see an option for that. That's a reasonable request. I understand. And I didn't put that there on purpose because that would make some people just so annoyed they didn't even want to place the order. But there is also a place in there. If you had been to the website and clicked the link and saw the list of choices and knew that there was not an assortment, you also saw that little line that says, write a note. So you could put on there, I ordered these, but I need these, and these in this dozen, not necessarily just the single. I would have got the message and I would have done it. But you sent me the message on Monday, on my day off. It's fine. So anyway, I get the message. I went back and forth with this person half the daggone day. I was doing other things, but it was infuriating because I already knew before I accepted the message in the first place. I knew, but customer service. Eventually, it comes back around to, so yeah, I answered all your questions. You ready to place your order? Because time's a ticking. If you want this, then I need to make sure I have a certain something by the morning so I can make these so I can rush it to them for the afternoon tomorrow. If you're really serious about that, I'll do it for you. And then it ended up being, I didn't see how to place the order. So I went and got the direct link for the specific product that you wanted. I said, look, here's the link. It still doesn't say assortment, but if you choose any one of the 3 flavors that you told me you wanted in there, I don't know it's you because we just had this conversation, and I'll make sure you get all 3. Never placed the order. Then later on, I got a message that said, never mind. I'll just keep this information for next time. I knew it because I know. Because this ain't the first time. But I said all that to say, people who want to ask you the questions after all the information and all the links and everything is so straightforward right there for them, they don't really want to ask you no questions. They want to get on your nerves, and you don't want to work for them. Anybody else would have sent you an email that said, hey, I need an assortment of these cupcakes by tomorrow. Can you do it? And then they would have paid for it and it would have been over. People just do too much. And 9 times out of 8, like my girlfriend say, 9 times out of 8, they already know they really don't want to pay that much for what you're trying to do, or they don't really like what you're offering for what they got to pay, and they trying to find a way to change it, do different, and not compensate you what you said you're supposed to have for what you're trying to give them. Don't do it. You ain't missing nothing. I don't care if your phone ring 1,000 times in a day. If you're so busy doing the work that you were already paid for that you can't take the phone calls of the people who might pay you later, you ain't really losing. You're only losing if you're not doing a good job for the people who are already paying you. I need you to understand that and operate out of that. These people, and I keep saying these people like people are trash. This is not what I mean. I mean, everybody out here is selling something. And people don't respect that you have a product and you're selling something unless they are the people selling something. I don't know what it is. When I started Mary Kay years and years ago, in our showcase, we used to get the book Mary Kay wrote back in the day called, oh God, I forgot the name of the book. But Mary Kay Ash had written a book. They gave every consultant a copy in that showcase when they started the business. But one of the things that she said that stuck with me was, it is just as honorable to sell as it is to buy. People always got this black mark on salespeople and, entrepreneurs, and just everybody got a product. Especially in 2022, everybody got some kind of product. Whether you can use it in your life or not, that's the deciding factor whether you want to deal with them people or not. I don't like when customers come along and act like I have offended them in some way because I'm selling something instead of giving something away. If you don't get out of here, go somewhere and play with somebody else, not me. Okay? No, we're not doing it. I'll never forget, I had this one lady who tried to nickel and dime me about some birthday cupcakes for a baby party or whatever. Everything, again, spelled out right there, everywhere you look. The link, everything right there. Just buy it. You want it or not. I'll bring it to you. I didn't even charge delivery fees back then. But she called me so that she could try to work me out, like bring me down. Yes, I want this, and this, but I only want to pay blah, blah, blah for it. What? Nah. She was like, what do you mean? No, I'm not doing that. And she was like, but I want to support your business. No, that's not what you just said. What you said was, you want to nickel and dime me and pay me less than what I'm worth for my time and my expertise because you saw something that you like, but you don't want me to earn what I should have for creating that for you. That's what you just said. No, I'm just saying, can I get a discount? I'm ordering all these things. And it's going to take me some time to make all these things. So we probably should hurry up and get this order, solidified so I can get on that. She was hot, but she ended up placing her order. And then the next year, the baby's birthday was a first year birthday. And she tried to do the same exact thing. And I was like, nope, not today either. No. And it's hot. I ain't driving out there and it's all this hot with icing possibly melting, taking that kind of risk, driving all that way, and I'm going to give you a discount too? That ain't my party. I don't even know that little girl. Happy birthday, but no. She was like, why won't you work with me? The price, look, I sound like, I ain't mean to steal it. Miss Charlene be like, the price is the price. That's it. Because people don't accept that it's not like these things are readily available and I just have a healthy supply of them and I can just pass it off to you and I ain't do no work to get it. I got to create this from nothing. I have to start with basic building blocks of flour and butter and sugar and eggs and this and that and the other. And I have to create that thing. And it took my creativity to make it look like you wanted it to look, which is why you called me in the first place, because you want it to be special. Well, special costs what it costs. And I got no time. Let me tell you, I had made like 48 cake pops or something crazy for that party. I ain't never making another cake pop. Took it off the menu. I don't even feel like it. It's not cost effective. The time and the steps, I ain't got time for that. I ain't doing it. No. You gotta make the cake, then you gotta make the little balls, and you gotta chill them so they can be nice and the right hardness and not hardness, but they gotta be stiff enough to dip into the warm coating so they don't fall all apart, and then make the coating hard enough, cool enough so it dries smooth. Then you gotta put them in the wrapper later on after you decorate them and all this. But you gotta keep the chocolate or the candies at a certain temperature, not too hot, not too cold, not too thick, not too thin. Ain't nobody. Nah, y'all go ahead on. I seen some beautiful cake pops on all kinds of social media. I ain't never making none no more. I don't want to. That one party just cured me of that. But anyway, it's just things like that people don't think about. The steps, the time, they just, automatically go into it thinking, well, you're just a salesperson, so you're taking advantage of me. Ain't nobody taking advantage of nobody. But you trying to take advantage of me, and I don't like that. So, again, all money ain't good money. So, when the phone rings, I hate to be like stereotypical, prejudicial, whatever you want to call it. When the phone rings, it's either spam or somebody trying to get on my nerves in this customer service game. Because everybody else can get all the information they need on the website. And if they do have a legitimate question, they usually don't come through Facebook Messenger to ask me. They call the phone number and leave a message or send a text or send an email that says, hey, I was on your site and I saw blah, blah, blah. And can you help me? Email is usually the way they go. But sometimes they call. But most people know if they call you and you ain't working, they really don't want to be working with you, because if you're not the best, if you're busy, you might be one of the best. But if you're not busy and you just answer the phone when I call, you ain't doing nothing, I don't know about you. It's just a lot of stuff customers think about salespeople and, business people. Just like, salespeople and business people can look at customers and go, I know what you're about. But anyway, I was talking to the guy and another guy, and this topic came up, and I was like, you're not really missing nothing. It just feels like it. I promise you, if you had answered all of those calls, 70% of those calls would have been some spam or somebody trying to sell you something that you don't need today. You ain't missing nothing. And if you feel like that, set aside some time. Like, get your calendar out and delineate which days are for this thing and which one's for that thing and this thing, and set up like a 4-hour window on specific days where you handle questions and administrative stuff and all of that office type thing, while so you can take the time at least to sit and say, I'm going to answer the calls for 4 straight hours and see what happens. Just do the research like that, whatever, but don't beat yourself up feeling like you're missing nothing, because, again, some people just calling just to get on your nerves or to beat you down about the price or to get something extra. Sadly, it's true. I've done it many, many times. Every time I answer the phone, I regret it. I don't even answer the phone no more. The cake phone, I have a voicemail message that says, hey, due to the increase in spam calls and solicitations, I don't even have the time to come and answer the phone no more because I'm busy working on your order. If you really need to talk to me, I appreciate you being patient, and I thank you very much for thinking of me. Send me a text at this very same number. Send me a text. I'm going to get right back with you. You got to be serious, because I'm serious, and I don't have time for the foolishness. So, yeah, I ain't missing nothing. If it ain't come to me, it ain't for me. And that's just how I feel about it. But do what you do. Have a great day.